The NBA 2007-2008 season, the season where the Supersonics played their last season in, where the Boston Celtics beat Kobe Bryant and the Lakers in a 6-game final series, where the New Orleans Hornets returned to their hometown full time, and where rookies Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, Joakim Noah, and Nick Young would make their debut.
Today, in this brand new series, we're going back in time on the NBA 2K20 to the 2007-2008 season. I'm going to pick the Sacramento Kings for this series as, well, the Sacramento Kings haven't been good in a very long time. This roster is weak, especially for the Western Conference. So we're going to need to fix them if they ever want to get back into the NBA Finals and in the playoffs in general. Now, we do know in real life that this team went 38-44. And while it would be good for the Eastern Conference, it's not going to cut it for the Western Conference. We got way too many good teams here. So we got to fix all of that. We're going to take a look at the roster right now.
And here is the roster. We have two guys that I really want to talk about here for the Kings. I don't know if I'm going to keep them here, but they are Ron Artest and Kevin Martin. I liked Kevin Martin, especially back then. I think he's a little bit underrated. I don't think he ever made an all-star team. Never really was the man in his team. But you know what? He was always a pretty good scorer. Didn't really hear talks of him on the defense. So maybe that's why. I don't know. I liked him. And I didn't know Ron Artest was in the Kings. So it's pretty interesting. So you see the roster here: John Salmons, Brad Miller. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep these guys. I probably will keep Kevin Martin because he's young right now, and his contract, two years, 20 mil. I mean, that's not really expensive compared to Ron Artest. And when you have a guy named Brad Miller who doesn't look like a bucket right now, he's three years, 63 million. I'm not really looking at that contract and being like, ooh, I want to keep him. So I feel the same way for Beno Udra or Udrid. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I will figure that out in the next episode. So all these guys here, we don't really have a young guy. You know what? We do have Spencer Hawes though. Spencer Hawes, I think this was his rookie year, so very interesting. I want to see him. I do want to set up some mentors. I want Ron Artest to mentor one of these guys, Kevin Martin to mentor one of these guys, and because 2K has that system, really good system. I don't think any other game has that, which is very interesting. Y'all slack him. Come on, guys. Come on, Madden. Madden has long ways to go, but anyways. So yeah, this is the roster. Of course, it's not gonna compare to, let's say, the Lakers, who have Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol with Lamar Odom. Speaking of which, that card is broken in 2K. My team, it's ridiculous. They also have Andrew Bynum, who was a beast before he got injured. Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujicic, man, all these guys. So as we take a look at all these teams, I didn't know New York had Zach Randolph too. But you know, it's interesting. What is this? 2007, 2008. What basically 12 years does? 12, 13 years. That's crazy. So you can find the roster and the uniforms. This guy made both the roster and the uniforms for my team or my league or whatever you want. He made it down in his PSN. I will put his PSN and his YouTube channel in the description. Go check it out, man. Hopefully he did what he did last year and he does like more like updated. He keeps going throughout the years. He keeps going throughout the years with the uniforms. and it was pretty good. So as you can see, the top players: Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, LeBron James. You already know, man, that's crazy. LeBron James, Paul Pierce. I would say that Kobe was killing it back then. Dwayne Wade, coming off his championship run 2 years ago, or a year or two ago. Forgot. He won it around that time. Kevin Garnett, Dirk. You can find all this. I will put his leak down in the description. Another team I was thinking of, the Wizards. That could have been really fun, but I wanted to like have a team that does not have anyone to establish themselves with. They don't have, recognizable names. They're really like low key. Their team was not the worst in the NBA, not by far. If we take a look, the Supersonics did terrible uh, for their last year before Kevin Durant came in. I don't know if they have a young Kevin Durant, which sucks, but you're just gonna have to see Kevin Durant with facial hair for now. So how this league is gonna work is I'm gonna make realistic trades that happen during the times. And if y'all don't know, I'm gonna keep doing this series until 2K21 comes out, which is gonna be crazy to sound. 2K21, 2K. So I will keep on doing this so we get to like 2020 or whatever. I'll have all the drafts, every single draft, correct draft. Ooh, TJ Ford. And I will try to update the players. I will see if I can try to update the players. I don't know if I can, because Chris Bosh, he doesn't look like this in 4 years from now. So yeah, I will see. I don't know if it's gonna happen. And I will also make some fantasy trades that I want, that I'll look through Operation Sports maybe, or some other form, and I'll see if there are some nice trades that I would say, this could work and this would be very interesting. So it's not gonna play out exactly the way it was in the past. So it should make it more interesting. Dang, they made Carmelo look ugly, man. The heck? Ooh, that's rough. And yeah, that's basically it. So we take a look at the rest of the teams. Obviously, we weren't gonna pick someone like the Mavs, because that team's, even though they had Dirk, they didn't really have nothing else, and I didn't want to just build around someone and just win it like that. I want it to be a struggle. I want it to be a grind. I don't want it to come easy. No offense to some of these other YouTubers, but they will just complete a team. 2 years time, they're already in the playoffs. Hopefully that doesn't happen here, but you don't know. The simulation can be a little bit buggy. I think it's tripping, especially in the playoffs, when like an 8 seed beats a 1st seed, and I guess maybe it could happen, but it's very slim, and I see that happen more than it should. So I will say. So this is the roster. I don't know if we could take a look at the uniforms. Let's see if we can check that out real quick. So yeah, this guy did the uniforms and the arenas, which is very cool. I might also change the shoes up to match the time back then. I want it to be authentic. I want it to be realistic. And yeah, look at Ron Artest, man, rocking these Kings jerseys. I like the old school Kings jerseys, but you know what? Theirs are pretty good too right now. Let's see if the arena like actually shows. Yes, this is the arena. Okay. So this man, shouts out to this guy. Cause hopefully he does something like this. Maybe he does 2 accounts. One is like past, and one is present. Maybe he could do one rebrand of teams. This man put in the work. Man, that man was dedicated to do this thing. So I wanna give credits out to him. So now let's check the prospects. Everybody knows we had this was a pretty stacked, draft class. Uh, Now that we see it, Derrick Rose, Michael Beasley at the time, everyone thought this guy was gonna be a monster. Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, a little bit injury prone, Mister, but you know, not saying anything. Uh, Danilo Gallinari, who's going off right now in real life. Serge Ibaka, who would become a great piece to the Thunder. So you gotta take a look at these. And this is really good. They have Brooke Lopez, OJ Mayo, Eric Gordon. I might have to. I might just make like a highlight reel of some of these rookies coming out the draft and like everybody, what they can showcase. DJ Augustine, Roy Hibbert. Look at this draft class was so good. DeAndre Jordan, Nicholas Batum. What happened to that guy, man? George Hill. All these guys you see are still in the NBA, and they're still doing solid work. Goran Dragic, JaVale McGee, Maurice Spates. For a time, he was really good. Costa Cuffis. Oh, look and boom, Monte. Oh my gosh, yeah, I really like this draft class. Oh, Ryan Anderson, Mr. Rocket power forward or former, Timothy Mozgov. What a bust. I don't know what what pick he was drafted in, but that was an L. Nikola Pekovic. This was a really good draft class. And they had Salah Madri. I might pick him up actually on the but I might pick him up. This man was like one of the taller NBA players to come out. Patrick Ewing Jr. Is this a player? He had a son? No, I think this is. I don't know. I think it wasn't draft. Yeah, this guy put a ton of time and effort into this. And yeah, I'm impressed. Okay, let's check out. So obviously, I want to draft like some big guy like Derrick Rose or Russell Westbrook. But let's see what they're saying is the power rankings right now. So of course we have the big three: Los Angeles Lakers, the Spurs, the Celtics. The Heat are up and coming. The Warriors. Interesting. I need to look at their team. They had this is a solid team. This was when like Monta Ellis was dropping 20 points. Dark horse right there. Yeah, that team is kind of a sleeper, but their bench is trash. So number 5 really. This was the Jazz in their heyday were pretty good. Detroit, hopefully, and if they do get injured in 2K, like pretty bad, I will reduce their stats or make it so they get more injury prone, so eventually they retire early, and I'll just make a scenario where they retire early. Because if a guy has a torn Achilles and they don't recover like Dominic Wilkins, or to an extent maybe Kobe or DeMarcus Cousins have, then I'm just gonna make them probably quit, and that's just how it is. Yao Ming, okay, the Rockets aren't up there. I mean, they never won a championship. Nuggets, the Raptors. Oh, yeah, the Raptors. 76ers, really? Where are we at? Dang, they have the Mavericks in the middle. That's sad. So, we are number 27th. The NBA.com is telling us we are worse than the Supersonics and the Bobcats. But we're not completely trash. Like the Timberwolves. I probably could have done the Timberwolves. But they have Al Jefferson, and you know how much Al Jefferson is a bucket. Also, they want to do the Knicks because they also had Nate Robinson, Zach Randolph, Eddie Curry, Jamal. I didn't even know they had Jamal Crawford back then. It's crazy. Mike Conley. Oh yeah, that's another reason why I didn't want to touch that team. As much as I want to see them, as much as I wanted to see this team win a championship, yeah, I mean, yeah. And they had Darko Milicic. Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Kwame Brown. Oh my gosh, how many guys did they have here that were busts? Hakeem Warwick? I've never heard of this man before in my life. Wow, yeah, that's interesting. That they have us going pretty low. So does NBA 2K Sports. Eric Bowen. I never heard of this man. All right. So they're saying we're gonna do pretty bad. Hopefully we do. I don't want to purposely tank, but yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be for right now. Let's look at the gameplay. I want to see the minutes we're giving our players. So this looks about right. We're on our test getting 38 minutes. Nah. I'm probably gonna give Kevin Martin 34, and then give these guys on the bench some more time. Lorenzo White, right? How are you still in this team? 31 years old? What? Are we? We have 10 men on the. Excuse me, I'm trying not to sneeze. We have 10 men on here, so let's see. Anthony Johnson, never heard of him. Quincy Dobie, okay. We could put some more time to Quincy Dobie. Sheldon Williams. Who's this guy? Kenny Thomas. I think we're good. Who's the small forward here? Francesco Garcia. Interesting. I'll bump their minutes. Actually, I'll give Spencer Hawes or Hayes some more time. I'm sorry, bro. Sometimes I'm just tripping when it comes to pronouncing people's names. And John Salmons, I think, should have one more minute. And that is how it's gonna look. I'm gonna play the next game, the first game of the season. Who are we playing against? I forgot. We're playing against the Suns, not opening day, but it is gonna be the first game for this team in this brand new season, 2007-2008 season. Let's get it. All right. One last thing. I don't know if you guys want me to sign Sean Livingston, because Sean Livingston, I like him, but I don't want to take him because, maybe, it's kind of like cheesing, or it's like, oh, well, he's the best player there, pick him up and just replace him with your bad player. I don't think I'm going to pick him up, but if you guys want me to pick him up, and I'll just throw who's in this roster? Lorenzen White right away, because this guy's probably never gonna play. Let me know, and yeah, that should be all for the first episode. So yeah, if you guys want to see more, I will put it down. All you gotta do is keep watching it and let me know what y'all want to see. Real quick, we'll take a look at the sliders at the end. My bad. So that's how it's looking right now. I might fix up the trades and stuff, even though I'm gonna fix up the trades myself. I do want to like show you guys the sliders. Maybe there's some things that need to be better. Maybe there are some things that could be better. Especially for contracts. I don't know if there's like a 2007-2008 slider or something similar like that where I could put it down, because of course the contracts are not the same today than they were 10 years ago. So yeah, I might find it online, and if I do, I will show that to y'all. So that is all of that, and I should be good to go. 12 minutes. I will edit up the videos, so of course there will not be 12 minutes. Probably gonna be like 10 minutes, probably. I don't know. And I will be making like highlight reels at the end of the season. This is a slider I use. I believe I'm using the realistic 2K20 one. Although sometimes I feel like that slider is weird because the game's a little too fast. I like Snake 1. Damn, that mic just popped, but that maybe this. I saw last year that there was a NBA 2K16 slider that was still working apparently, and I don't know, I might have to try that one out too. But other than that, that's it. So I will see the next episode will be the first game. And I will try to do games every 2 weeks or so. Unless we start losing bad, then I will probably make it a game every month or 3 weeks. And I will do the All-Star game and all that, the All-Star weekend. Then that's it. Alright, y'all. See ya.